What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great dropping another edition of All Sports Media TV. But first, I want to say, I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, let's get to it. So, it's just been announced that undefeated, undefeated former WBC super middleweight champion, none other than David Benavidez, who has 26 wins, no losses, no draws, with 23 wins coming by way of knockout. It has already been agreed, but today they just announced that the fight with him and none other than Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, who has 22 wins, one loss, no draws, with 13 wins coming by way of knockout. They have announced that that fight will now take place March 25th at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. This right here is a massive, massive fight, everybody. We all know that. We all know what David Benavidez brings to the table. Durable, quick hands, knockout power. He never lost his title of the WBC title in the ring. He was stripped due to missing weight. He seems like he's more dedicated right now. But what I wanted to get into was the same thing, kind of like with Caleb Plant. He's never missed weight. Although Caleb Plant has that one loss, both these fighters, they look like they're going to go with this fight is going to be massive. So with Caleb Plant, you guys know what he brings to the table. Quick hands, good skill. He doesn't have the biggest punches, the best knockout power, but you couldn't tell that from his last fight. He's coming off of a brutal ninth round KO over Anthony Durrell, the dog Durrell. That's all him just, give a shot to the body and then one upstairs, knocked him out cold. A lot of people were, looking at Caleb Plant after that fight like, oh, man, you shouldn't have, shoveled the dirt, buried the dirt, whatever, he was doing. But, hey, he said, he was burying the beef with him, So congratulations on that win. David Benavidez, he's coming off of a third-round TKO of David Lemieux. I mean, he busted Buddy up pretty good. His hand speed was just too much for him, power too much for him. So let's talk about this fight and get into it. Like I said before, Caleb Plant, he brings, hand speed and a lot of skill to this fight. I believe his footwork and ultimately, his willingness to engage is going to be very, very interesting. Same thing with David Benavidez. He doesn't showcase all the time, high ring IQ, high footwork, because a lot of the guys, he comes forward, his hands are so fast. I mean, he's knocking guys out, just boom, 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 real fast. But this fight is kind of interesting to me. It took me a long time to decide or even, pick who would win, because this is one of those fights that's a 50-50 fight. This fight can go either way. But I'm glad they took this fight, because this is what the sport of boxing needs. We the fans. This is what we need. This is what fights we want to see. And this fight will be one of those fights that spur these guys on to face, either Dimitri Bouboudouris or Jamal Charlo, whichever, or on leading up to fighting with Canelo, pending how that goes, if he vacates his titles, whatever. But this is kind of a tricky pick for me, because David Benavidez has already stated, several times that he's working on a lot of different things, and he just hasn't had too many fighters bring out his defensive side of him, and made him use his ring IQ and footwork in ways that I believe Caleb Plant is going to do. I believe this will be the toughest challenge for both these fighters, in my opinion, outside of when Caleb Plant fought Canelo Alvarez. So I believe Caleb Plant, he's going to come into this fight, using his jab real well. He's going to come into this fight, I don't believe he's going to be, you know, always on the outside. I believe he's going to come in and give the fans what we want. He's going to bring it straight to them. But sometimes that can backfire because as we've seen before, opponents that stand still too much in front of David Benavidez, they get blinded by those quick hands. And it's not to say that Caleb Plant, he doesn't have, you know, the IQ or the footwork, you know, to avoid a lot of those shots, because that's what it could ultimately come down to is David Benavidez being able to land the shots that he needs to get the knockout. And they both already said it, you know, in interviews that they want to go for the knockout. They want to make this, you know, they want to make a statement, and this be that, you know, that statement that leads them on to back to those titles. So I gotta go right now. I'm gonna pick no knockout in this fight. I'm gonna say no knockout. If this fight goes to unanimous decision, I'm gonna say the judges are gonna call it a draw. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm just kidding with you guys. I feel like David Benavidez, as if he comes in as he has been, flat foot and not moving as well, I believe Caleb Plant will get the unanimous decision just based on using his boxing skill on the outside, being able to move and work the ring as good as he can. I believe that will be something that sees David Benavidez take his first loss. It's one of those ones that's 50-50 fight for me, okay? I don't think that Caleb Plant is a big problem with Caleb Plant. I do believe that in the later rounds, you know, the second half of the fight, at times he has shown that he does fade, which is perfect for David Benavidez because we all know that his power can carry on into later rounds. And if that's the case, you know, it could be the same thing with the outcome with Canelo Alvarez. You know, David Benavidez just has to wear him down or let him wear himself out and wear him down some more and catch him late, you know, round 10, 11, or 12, whichever the case may be. But if it goes to unanimous, if it goes to the judges' cards, I'm going to give it a unanimous decision in Caleb Plant's hands. But if it doesn't go to the judges' scorecards and a knockout comes, I'm going to say David Benavidez gets the knockout in round 10. Round 10, an earlier knockout than what Canelo Alvarez produced. And the reason being is because David Benavidez, he just has that tendency to be on you. And when he gets on you, like that, those punches just come in. Bam, 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 bam. So that's my prediction with this fight. It's going to be a heck of a fight, March 25th. Don't forget that. Yeah, it's going to be pay-per-view. I believe this is a Showtime pay-per-view. So, yeah, you guys tune in. The night of that fight, I'll give my recap and reaction to that fight. I got some more stuff coming for you guys. Some more merch stuff coming for you guys, too. I know y'all always see me wearing this Bel Air stuff, so I'll show you guys. If you don't know where to get it, I'll give you guys a couple links in my next couple videos. But that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at All Sports Media TV. Follow me on my other Instagram at KJTheGreat09. Make sure you like and share these videos. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that bell icon and get all these new notifications that are going to come. Make sure you share these videos. Appreciate you guys. Peace.